The very anticipated Throne of Liberty patch is live today, and it has brought a lot of amazing and long-awaited changes. I will share with you a summarized version, and for a more detailed read you can find it on the link in the description. But before starting, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel and so you don't miss out on any future Throne of Liberty news, as I post very frequent updates on what's going on in the Korea. A new special dungeon called Infinite Gate has been added. It is a solo dungeon and has ranking for best time. It is only for level 50 characters and there are only 2 challenges per week on a schedule. You can however try it many times and see your name appear on the leaderboards. The very much needed and long awaited skill transfer system is finally live. It is very simple to use. You need specific materials to transfer your current purple skills from, let's say, longbow to a different weapon of your choice. Skills can now be swapped via hotkey and they can be locked to prevent accidental swapping with mouse clicks. Skill slots can only be changed if skills aren't on cooldown, and they can be swapped instantly in the safe areas. They also plan to improve these systems even further in the later patches. Additional bag expansions have also been introduced where you can now increase your bag space from 130 to 150, but you need to pay 250k solant for 5 slots, and you can further expand it to 200 by paying 100 lucent for 5 slots. The next is the second part of the balance changes to greatsword and staff. Certain skills have been increased, both of the weapons have been buffed, and you can read more about each change by clicking on the link in the description and see what changed for yourself. Also, the long-awaited last active skill has also been added per weapon. This is only obtainable via resistance events, and also skill details are subject to change as well. But now we have 10 active skills that we can use for each weapon. Some changes for the guilds. They added time options for guild member sales from 1, 15 and 20 minutes. They added options to handle boss items. Auto pickup option also has been added. Guild quests are no longer gated behind guild level, and they made some various guild UI improvements. When it comes to dungeons, reconnecting in dungeons will now drop you to the last checkpoint, and this coincidentally fixed unintended ways to clear dungeons faster than intended. They made some changes to Temple of Slaughter, making it a little bit easier and fixing some of the issues with the poison. In Tyrant Island they added some reptilian kills to progression objective. They fixed glide issues with Geyser. If you've done this, you know that even in the Korean ping it can also suck sometimes. And some bug fixes and changes to the Butcher Isle. They increased Solant from contracts. New purchasables including purple weapons from contract tokens. Death restoration cost has been reduced by about 50%. They fixed and balanced a lot of bosses in the solo tower that you can do. The flying whale time spawn has also been changed. They made some changes to lithograph book requirements. They reduced the PvP area on some of the rift stones, and they changed the schedule for some field bosses. Some new cooking recipes have been changed. Jewelry upcraft and dissolving ratio was also changed from 1 to 10 to 1 to 5. So now if you want to craft a higher tier of jewelry materials, you won't need 10 of the lower level ones, you will only need 5 now. A very much needed, in my opinion, quality of life change was that now you can see in your party UI both of the weapons that party members use. They also added some indicator that is showing other people that you are recruiting for a party, and they also fixed a party recruitment UI. A lot of the parties who are disbanded or not active don't get deleted and they count offline party members. Now these will get deleted and the offline party members aren't gonna count anymore. Surprisingly enough, they added auto-translate for Russian and Chinese languages. Kind of an interesting thing to include, but I guess there's a lot of Russian and Chinese players playing the game and they love it. Now you can instantly sprint and glide during basic attacks. A lot of more grapple hooks have been added in the world so you can reach higher grounds and reach certain places much efficiently and much faster now. Schedule will also now display the current running schedule. The Stellarites will no longer be auto-equipped. That was very annoying when you swap weapons. The Stellarites usually get auto-equipped whenever you would shuffle around your weapons, which is pretty annoying, and you have to manually unequip them from each weapon. And they added a tooltip that shows that max attack range is 30 meters. And for the last they did again a lot of the changes to codex and quests for story and exploration. A lot of more stuff has been made even easier than it was before, and almost all boss related codex have been changed to kill boss rather than playing a specific boss mechanic. This was pretty annoying to complete, because you had to do a certain boss mechanic, and sometimes it's very hard to do when you're trying to focus on not dying. This time you just focus on staying alive, killing the boss, and you're going to complete it. And the various bug fixes for UI, text and other stuff that nobody really reads, but it's nice that they included that, and you can read it more in detail if you want for yourself. And that pretty much covers all the important changes. Thank you for watching, consider subscribing and watching some of my other videos appearing on your screen.